What up, dudes? My name is Ben, or HardShenaniganz, and today I have a pretty nice gameplay for you. Starting to break out the good gameplays now that I'm not doing the Marie recap shit anymore. I was trying to focus more on the commentary in those, if you couldn't tell. And even though I was posting, like 100 pluses and stuff, those weren't my best gameplays. And so now that I'm doing more of the old school commentary, shoot the shit with you guys, and then maybe tell you a story or two. I'm going to up the gameplays, talk a little bit about the gameplay, and then talk about the commentary, because I know I get a lot of questions about gameplay, class setups, and stuff like that, and I don't want to make those guys think that I'm not paying attention to their comments and whatnot. And I did want to talk about how I haven't been replying to as many comments lately, and that's just because I've been really busy and I haven't had the chance. If you guys know, I really dedicate myself towards treating my subscribers the way I would want to be treated, because I've been a subscriber once. I know what it's like to be a subscriber, and I know what it's like to not have your comment replied to, messages replied to, and so I apologize lately for maybe not responding to your messages or replying to your comments or replying to tweets and whatnot. I've been really busy, and I just haven't had the time. But I'm definitely going to get better about that. You guys know I do try and get better. Or I do a pretty good job of keeping in touch with you guys and communicating with you guys and whatnot. So, anyways, now that I got that out of the way, so gameplay is a 145 to 6 with the MP7. I think I'm just using the laser sight. I think that's the only attachment I have on my gun right now. And then I have, obviously, the diamond camo. And then hardline flak jacket with perk 1 greed. Toughness and scavenger with perk 2 greed. And then dexterity with as my third perk. And as far as perk setups go, that is like, you can replace Flak Jacket with Ghost, but I use a lot of unsilenced weapons anyways, so there's really, and with the recent nerf to the SMGs with silencers, I don't know, I just don't see the point in using a silenced weapon. And although it's nice, I don't want to, sacrifice Scavenger and Ghost and have this, or sacrifice a silencer and Ghost, sorry, and have a weaker SMG than I would normally have, and a perk that honestly isn't that useful unless there's a UAV up. So I play the objective, so I like to have Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket's really nice, keeps you alive. So as far as perk setup goes, that's what I'm using. If you guys are really into using unsilenced SMGs and playing the objective and stuff like that, I would really recommend using this perk setup if you're slaying at the same time too. Anyways, sorry, spitting, packing a dip as usual. I'm so glad that, like, today's been a long day, and I just came back, and I was like, you know what? I hadn't taken a poop all day, and so I finally just sat down. You know when you, like, have a really long day, and you haven't taken a shit, and you can finally just sit down on the toilet for, like, 20 minutes and just take a great poop. I just had one of those, so I'm pretty satisfied right now, not gonna lie. I got 100 days tonight, which is, if you guys don't know, like, so when you're obviously graduating from college, 100 days till you graduate, everybody kind of celebrates. I think 100 days and then like 50 days and, so on and so forth. So 100 days is tonight, and I have a 6 a.m. morning workout tomorrow for lacrosse, which, if you guys don't know, I've tweeted out a couple times about them. I also tweeted out my lacrosse gear. If any of you guys are interested in seeing what my lacrosse gear looks like all my custom gear that I get for college, I tweeted out a couple pictures. I think I tweeted out my our gloves and our helmets, because Inside Lacrosse had done a article on those, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I tweeted those out last night, or early, like 2 a.m. or something like that. But you guys can go to my Twitter, obviously follow me there. That's the best way to get in touch with me, and see those pictures and stuff like that. I strongly encourage you to follow me on Twitter, because that's like, Twitter is like this thing that's just like, it's awesome for networking, and it's awesome for getting in touch with you guys and communicating with you guys, and outside of YouTube. So, like I said, I know a lot of you guys do follow me on Twitter, but if you don't, Twitters are really, like, if you have one that's like your personal Twitter, right, and you don't really want to follow like YouTube commentators and whatnot on your personal Twitter, it's really easy to make a Twitter that's just like your YouTube Twitter, right, that you use to like interact with, your favorite YouTubers. And honestly, like, as far as like my friend group and stuff like that, me, Luca, Blackie, Sarcasm, Kill Show, all those guys that are in Logic Gaming, we all do a really good job of like keeping in touch with our subscribers via Twitter. So, like I said, if you want to interact with us more, Twitter's probably the best way to do it. But anyways, I'm gonna get off my little Twitter rant and start telling you guys a little sex story, because I know that's what you guys are interested in. So, I told this story, I think it was the first story I told in Modern Warfare 3, and a lot of people have not seen it. And this took place, I guess, my freshman year, before I was really into Marie, or it was kind of between the period of when her and I stopped talking the first time, and then I had another girlfriend, and then I was single, and her and I weren't talking, and so I was hooking up with this girl at the time, and I'm not going to say her name, obviously, but she was a pretty good looking girl. I mean, she was very attractive, but she was kind of weird, right? And I always kind of got this weird vibe from her, and the first time her and I had sex was, we're just going to call her the Bleeder, because that's what she is. Because that's what all my friends call her. And so there's this yearly celebration at my school called Hallowreens, where we celebrate Halloween, and this big area, the place where all the seniors live, the Greens, it's where I live. It's like a townhouses on both sides. There's a nice green area in the middle, and you can have a bunch of people out there, right? So, Hallowreens, a lot of people come down from University of Maryland, a lot of people have friends and stuff like that, so it's a pretty big event. And freshman year, I got really, really, really drunk in the pregame hours before Hallowreens actually started. And so I went to Hallowreens. It was about 10:30, and I came back, and or my friend had to help me walk back at like 11 because I was so drunk, and just put me to bed. Honestly, it wasn't like I was so drunk that I couldn't do anything. Right, I could barely even stand up. So my friend took me home, and I got in bed. Right, and so at about 2 a.m. I woke up, and I had a text message from this girl, the Bleeder. And, her and I hadn't had sex before, and she, texted me and wanted to come over, kind of like booty call kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I was still drunk, but I wasn't, I was more sober than I was beforehand, before I went to bed, obviously. And so she comes over, right? And she was always kind of awkward with the whole sexual thing, but I don't know, it was kind of weird. But we started kissing, get naked, whatnot, and she just kind of gets on top, because I'm so drunk that I can't, I'm still, like I said, I can't reiterate to you how drunk I was, right? So she just gets on top and starts doing her thing. And I think about halfway through, I realized something was wrong, and, of course, drunk, so I didn't really act on it. I was like, whatever, finish up, right? So we stop having sex, and or we finished having sex, and she gets up, and there is blood everywhere, right? I mean, all on my thighs, on my junk, on my balls, everything. It's just, it's all over the place, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell just happened? And she starts freaking out. She's like, I don't know why I'm bleeding. And I was like, are you a virgin? Right? That's the first thing I asked. I was like, are you a virgin? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, are you on your period? And she's like, no. And I was like, then why are you bleeding this massive amount? Like, if, I didn't quote unquote pop your cherry, or you're on your period, right? That was kind of, what the fuck? And to this day, I still have no idea what made her do that. And my friends all joke around. They're like, oh, Wheeler's got this fat cock, and that's my last name. That's what all my friends call me, is Wheeler. And Wheeler's got this fat cock. He made this girl bleed, blah 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 blah. But I don't know. I just kind of shake it off, because it's not really. I just think it's it's kind of weird that she fucking bled like that. And she washed my sheets, and I got up and showered and everything. But we never had sex again after that. After that, things like ended because, well, I mean, let's be honest. After a girl bleeds on you, and you're not that close with each other, it's kind of weird. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, a like rating on the video is very much appreciated. Should have a Road to Commander out this weekend, and hopefully a stream with shenanigans. I think I have enough clips that I can edit one together here. Probably going to be Saturday or Sunday. 2 videos you're seeing on the screen right now. Road to Commander episode 17, and I would really recommend going and watching that. The games in that are starting to get a lot better. I think I had a 91 kill game in that one, so I would strongly recommend going and watching that. And then the second video on the screen is my last commentary, where I talk a little bit about the internet world versus the real world and balancing and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, rating is very much appreciated. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.